Hi Taurus, I'm here to do your reading, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. Taurus, you guys are really quiet. Really, really quiet. So you guys could actually be keeping to yourselves a little bit, isolating, but not really isolating. You're just working towards what it is that you want to work your magic towards. You're going after something that is new for you. New career, new opportunity. It's gonna bring stability and abundance for sure. We have cornucopia right behind it. So whatever it is that you're working towards, like, you're going to be very successful at it. Woo! It's going to help provide you with a lot of abundance and happiness. There's a transformation involved with whatever it is that you're going after. That could be a small transformation or a big transformation, but I think any transformation is really important. And that could be as simple as a change in perspective or a mindset or whatever the case may be, right? So you see value in something, but other people are very envious at what it is that you do or what it is that you're going to be doing, because they see everything that you've made or everything that you have for yourself. Like, it's like you've rightfully earned everything that you've made or that you're about to make. You've rightfully gained it because you've been tested, you've been put to the limit, there's definitely the closing of old chapters to begin something new. And whatever it is that you went through, it's well deserved. It's been balanced, it's created, it's for you, right? We have the victory card. You're being asked to ignore the people who kind of are not supportive of you in a very genuine way. Obviously, use your intuition and your own discernment with that, because you'll be able to tell. It could be people from a distance who are just kind of watching you and just kind of a little bit like jealous, envious of what it is that you have and what you've made for yourself. And granted, that's human nature. You know, that's what we deal with. We're humans, right? Everybody is a human, and we're not all perfect. So, you know, wish them the best, pray for them, whatever resonates for you. Send them good vibes, you know, again, whatever resonates for you. But don't entertain that type of energy, especially because whatever it is that you're about to be presented, it's life-changing in some way, shape, or form. And you're going to be very victorious at it. You're going to move forward. So basically what I'm seeing here is somebody closing their eyes to all that negative energy and just kind of turning the opposite direction and going. So you're going to be very victorious at that. You might have to take some time out to rest, to regain your strength. If you're feeling super tired and your body's kind of doing weird stuff, like... definitely take some time and just get some extra sleep, get some, you know, extra nutrients in your body. Antioxidants, I'm hearing, is super important for somebody, because I feel like you're actually aligning with some type of love and romance, because something's going to open up, and it could actually be connected with your financial situations. But see, you're going to have to battle to kind of get there. And I feel like you're going to have to, there's some type of competitive energy with this, where it's like you might be starting your own business or something like that, some type of creative project that you're like, wow, I can actually do this. Like, this is what I'm going after. And you put all this work and you're successful at it, or you're building the foundations to be successful, and all of a sudden you meet somebody, and it's like all of a sudden, like, it appears to you that there's a lot of exterior energy going on around this. So if you're pursuing someone, you may or may not have to deal with competition. Obviously, we are in Mercury retrograde, so people could be coming back from the past to kind of, you know, close out old chapters, or, you know, gain closure for some things. Like, so be careful with that type of energy. But there's some type of conflict surrounding it. Now, you can be guarded with your heart. Maybe you're very guarded towards somebody. But it's like they're saying that there's a door to romance here, which tells me that there's an opportunity for love, especially over the cornucopia card and the victory card. This tells me that there's a healing that takes place that allows somebody to open up their heart finally, because somebody's been guarded for a very long period of time. And now that they're finally free to open up, they might be a little bit standoffish, but that's to be expected. I feel like that whoever is in that energy has gone through a lot, and rightfully so, has guarded themselves because maybe they were taken advantage of. That's no fun. So you could have some competition, especially with hostilities over envy. And of course, I don't like to read that type of energy. I just cut the regular tarot deck at the 5 of Wands. So this is telling me that there is some competition. Maybe you feel like you have to compete for somebody's attention. I don't necessarily know how I would feel about that. But, if you have that person's attention, then great, that's amazing. But if you feel like you have to fight for it or whatever way, just, be careful of your own energy, obviously. Sometimes when there's too many people kind of buzzing in someone's ear, it's better just to kind of, shoot your shot and then kind of do some self-care, because it's not always easy to be in that situation. You could be connecting with someone who's just like extremely like attractive in all ways. Like their energy's attractive, they have a glow about them, physically are attractive, and they just get a lot of attention. So maybe that puts you on guard a little bit because you're like, I know other people want to date this person, so I know that I'm gonna have to come in here swinging and knock out the competition, basically. Like, I don't know why, but I'm going back to like caveman times. So it's kind of, I don't know. I don't know about that. Somebody's protective, though. Somebody's very, very protective. Wow, the devil card right over top of it. Holy shit. Talk about controlling and protective. Somebody feels like they have to control a situation, too. Maybe how something plays out, something unfolds. There's anxiety, yeah. So somebody's going back to old behaviors because they have anxiety over a situation. It could be romance. So they have anxiety over whatever competition this is, whatever toxic energy this is. There's anxiety that this person is toxic, because I don't necessarily feel a huge threat from this devil card here, especially with the devil over the door to value card. That can also indicate to me somebody who is very responsible in business and is a very good business person. But see, this is more for me, especially with the 3 of Swords popping up over this. This could be somebody who's dealing with fear. Like they're afraid. Like they know that they're successful, but they still are kind of afraid because they don't know if something will work out or if you'll accept them. There's some type of hesitation and fear, anxiety, sleepless nights. We have the Tower card. So, holy shit. Somebody is like in some serious energy right now where they're like freaking out. So, like, if you are an empath and you're, like, experiencing, like, random anxiety and, like, sweaty palms and stuff like that, I definitely think that you're picking up on whoever you're connecting with. Because this person with the 9 of Swords and the 3 of Swords and the Devil card and the Envy card and the Conflict card, I feel like the surroundings of this person are very questionable, but like deep down inside they might have pure intentions. And I know that might sound crazy, but this person just has a lot of like, I don't want to call it baggage, but baggage. This person's baggage, it's like this person becomes their own worst enemy when it comes to like their own fears in their own mind, because like they know that you're an attractive person and you attract a lot of positive things in your life, and maybe you go out there and you're a real go-getter and it's like you intimidate this person, and it's like this person knows that you probably have attention, like you probably get a lot of attention, and this person's not used to having the table turned on them because they're used to being pursued all the time and being the one that's chased and having all the attention, but then they're watching you and it's stirring up their emotions because they're like, holy shit, this person gets a lot of attention too, and a lot of people comment and they like their photo and they are in their DMs, and maybe you've hung out with this person before and they've seen how strangers will just maybe approach you and talk to you and compliment you, and like they see this attention that surrounds you. And I'm actually being pulled to like a venue, right, where like you're at a concert and or like whatever the case may be, you're in a crowd of people and it's like they're there with you, right, but they get distracted by their phone, and and they expect you to kind of just be like a, you know, like a little puppy dog who just kind of like follows them around, but instead you stand your ground. And then all of a sudden, like they see other people starting to migrate towards you or look at you or smile at you, or, you know, like they see all the red, like all, not the red flags, but like it's red flags to them, being like I hate to say this, but it's like, oh my gosh, people like I don't like that person getting all that attention. Like I don't know how to explain this. It's like a little bit of jealousy, and it's a little bit of protectiveness, because this person's like, I don't want to be protective, but I'm protective. But I want the attention because I'm used to being the one that everybody goes after, and I'm used to being the you know, the real flame here. And then it's like, no, but the attention's switched now. And like maybe they're watching you like go out and have a good time and be happy and smile, and they're seeing you live your life, and it actually kind of freaks them out a little bit, because they're like, oh wait, other people can take them out on a date and I haven't had my opportunity yet, or something like that. Like I don't know what that is. Like it's kind of weird. We have the 5 of Cups. There's a missed opportunity here, and there's something with divine timing as well. Somebody feels like they missed an opportunity. There's anxiety all over the board. It's like something hit somebody out of nowhere, and it's like, holy shit, I have feelings for this person. Like, what? Justice. Oh my gosh. I feel like somebody's getting hit out of left field. If this is you, Taurus, I'm sorry. I almost just said Virgo, but I'm pretty sure this is a Taurus video. I am doing Taurus right now. Yes, I am. Okay, so you might be connecting with somebody who has strong Virgo. Somebody is getting served up like karmic justice when it comes to relationships and love, because I feel like somebody's procrastinated for far too long, and it's like a tower moment hits somebody, and it's like, holy shit, I can't believe it. Like, I've been living my life a certain way, doing things a certain way, that I'm not being fulfilled in other areas of my life, and that could be emotional needs, right? So this it's like a dark night of the soul, but like times 10 because this person has devoted so much time to their other areas of life, other means of life, whatever the case may be. Maybe they are a workaholic, and they work a lot, and it's like everything they do revolves around work and getting attention from that. And it's like, yes, they might be very successful at what they do, but they've realized that they're truly sad and that they don't have anything, even though they're moving forward victoriously. It's like, you might actually look at somebody as an investment. Now that I'm looking at all these cards laying out, you might actually be looking at someone as an investment, and you're like, I can have abundance with this person. I can have all these things with this person. A lot of people pay attention to this person. So there's a lot of competition. So how am I going to do this? Like, and maybe you tried to like write off your emotions, and you're like, oh, I don't feel that way. Like, no, I don't need that in my life. Like, no, not saying that in like an arrogant way, but it's just like, there's, you know, Taurus is like, believe me, I got Taurus in my chart too. And I can be pretty fucking stubborn. Like, and if I'm not, like, you know, if I'm not ready to do something, I will freaking buck at you. Because it's like, I don't like to, you know what I mean? Like, I don't like to be pushed into things that I'm not ready to do. I'm very slow moving in that aspect. And when I go towards something, you know, it's like, I go towards it, you know. There's some type of karmic justice that's getting served up. I hope this isn't me. Because, you know, sometimes when I do readings, I can find my own self, like, later down, like, the road, like, maybe in about a week or so, if I happen to, like, catch some of my video playing or whatever, like, I'll just be like, oh my gosh, that actually did happen to me. I can relate to that. So, this seems like somebody's getting a wake-up call about something, and they're going to be successful. So I'm going to pull some more cards here. Wow, yeah. See, somebody's going to be really successful at what they do, but I feel like somebody's approaching something like an investment, because it's like, okay, do I want to invest my time or do I not want to invest my time? Because it's like this person can see, like, all right, let me clarify, because some people like when I use signs to clarify, right? So the energy that I'm seeing who could be experiencing this type of energy is somebody who might be a strong Capricorn, strong air placement, Libra specifically, Scorpio specifically, Taurus. I am hearing Taurus. This is your reading, so this could also be you. So this person, they need to take some time out, right? And when they do, they could have some anxiety, but it's like they're going to have a moment. It's like a breakthrough, right? It's like a clarity moment. Hierophant, Taurus energy, right there. Somebody knows that there's something very spiritual here. They had to really dive deep into their own emotions to figure out what it is that they wanted to offer. I feel like whoever this person is wants to offer stability over anything, because maybe that's what's most important to them. Maybe that's what their love language is. You see what I'm saying? So it might not be 100% emotion right now, but it's like this person, you might not even have contact with this person quite yet, especially with the High Priestess at the bottom of the deck. You might not be really talking to them. It's very slow moving. You both are very spiritual in your own ways. If this is love and romance, you're both very, very, very spiritual in both ways. And to be completely honest, like, if this is work, you're dealing with someone who gives you a lot of anxiety. And you could have gone through a tower moment where you just changed careers entirely. And you're like, I'm done. This doesn't fulfill me. Took some time out to figure out what it was that you wanted. And then you came out and you're like, okay, I know what it is. I know what I need to do. And you're moving forward successfully. You're following your intuition. Now, if this is romance, somebody is going through the ringer right now with their own emotions and anxieties, negative thoughts, fear-based thoughts. But there's some type of like thought process or like a foundation that had to crumble within their own mind. They had to like start new and build something new, because like everything's like topsy-turvy for this person right now. So have patience if you're dealing with a Taurus energy. If you're a Taurus and this isn't you, but you're connecting with a Taurus and this relates, then obviously you might not be in Taurus energy. You might be in a different energy. So keep that in mind. But I feel like everything's going to play out the way it's meant to. It's going to be okay. Like, everything's going to be fine. Yeah, there's going to be some type of new opportunity that comes towards you to build stability. You could actually get an offer from someone who just reaches out to make amends. Yeah, we have Judgment here. So it's like deciding if something's going to come back alive. Like deciding if something's going to be nurtured. Deciding if you want to put the time back into something. Wow, so you could have let go of a situation, release something, and it's like you're taking control in a situation and you're releasing what no longer serves you. You could have had some financial constraints, but you're coming out of it because you're taking a very logical and business-like approach, especially King of Swords with the Devil card here. This is very business-oriented. Whoever you're connecting with, or if this is you, is very business-oriented or very business-like, where they just approach things in a very structured manner. So, or they're asking you to approach this situation when it is presented to you in a very logical way. Like, approach something with logic and reason. Libra energy, strong. You might have to cut something out in order for something else to work. There's a reason why somebody had to go deep into their emotions, because there's a spiritual purpose behind it all. A very strong spiritual purpose behind it. But I feel like if you're dealing with a new business adventure, like, it's going to be successful. It might be a little bit bumpy and rocky in the beginning, and you might be a little bit unsure, but they're saying, like, keep your head in the game because it's going to be successful either way. So, and if this is love and romance, just be patient and approach something with logic and intuition, as weird as that sounds. Like, logically listen to your intuition, acknowledge your feelings, and acknowledge your emotions, but logically approach something. That's really what it comes down to. So I hope that this helps. I wish you guys the best, and I look forward to connecting with you in the future. Take care.